and welcome to another edition of Friday Night Drinks. I'm your host, Ashley McPherson. Now, before we go any further, I must obviously apologise for my appearance tonight because it's not good enough. We should all have standards when it comes to presenting ourselves on TV, and look at me, I haven't even ironed my shirt. Phew, disgraceful. Now, tonight's theme is zombies and monsters. A little bit scary, so luckily we have our two regular team captains to guide us through it and keep us cosy and warm. Please welcome Stephanie Evison Williams and Joey Philpott. Now, Steph.
Yes.
Do you have nerves of steel? How are you feeling about this zombie and monsters theme?
Thriller. I liked Thriller. Michael Jack. I can do the Thriller dance.
Well,
that's about all I've got.
Hopefully
honestly.
those are all the questions that I have.
Yeah, if that's a question, I'll be good. I hope you. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Joey, yourself, are you a fan of the horror films?
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind it, I guess. I watch a little bit of the Walking Dead on AMC and really enjoy that. So hopefully that can help me through tonight, mate.
Well, Thriller and The Walking Dead, those are pretty much the only two subjects of all of the questions. So luckily, you two guys are in luck. Now, you also have some very, very intelligent, hopefully, guests coming along to help you. On Steph's team, we have Chris Wurm. On Joey's team, Brooke Davies. Thanks very much for joining us, guys. Now, Chris, are you into the horror films?
I absolutely love it. I think we're going to smash them this week.
Oh, excellent.
Good fun.
Oh, he's going to prop your team up, Team Green. Now, Brooke, I'm going to pose an interesting question to you. If you were a character in a horror film, when would your character die in the piece? If indeed it would die at all.
No, it wouldn't die. I'm tough, you know, good survival skills. I'd be in there till the end.
You'd be the token
Probably
survivor.
kill whatever was trying to get me, really. I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, you'd be the heroine?
Yeah, that'd be me.
In the surprise twist at the end?
Yep, that's me.
Chris, when would you cark it, or would you kind of make it all the way to the end as well?
I think I'm probably middle ground. So
I'd be. Wow, the credits are still rolling. Out.
Joey would probably be the plucky comic relief that everyone likes, but inevitably meets his maker halfway through.
Most likely, mate. It's usually me, yes.
Yeah.
Now, to make things a bit more bearable for our losing team tonight, and also a bit more fun for our leading team, how about a bit of alcohol? We've got our wonderful bartender who is dressed up for the occasion as well, Matthew, and Veronica.
Yes,
What
we
have
have
you got
some
over there?
fantastic drinks for you guys tonight, to be honest. Once again, me and Veronica are up all night racking our brains on how we could produce a really nice drink for you, and we came up with one called the Brain Hemorrhage.
The brain hemorrhage.
As you can see, with your
delicious.
drinks, we have some peach schnapps in there, we have some Baileys and some bitters. So if you look really closely at those drinks, they are absolutely grotesque and absolutely disgusting, just like your face, Ash.
Oh, on any other week I'd slap you for that, but that's probably an appropriate comment. Peach schnapps and Baileys is wonderful how you can make such lovely ingredients look so grotesque. Now, if you want your own brain hemorrhage at home, you can head to our YouTube page, Friday Night Drinks TV, to check out how Matt and Veronica make it. Shall we get into some questions, ladies and gents?
Yes, mate.
Salute, Chris.
Wonderful. Okay, all three teams are
Salute.
competing. Let's get into it. Already downed it. Okay,
Wow.
this is going to be fun.
There you go.
Questions and answers. In which famous folk story would you find a monster named Grendel? Reds?
Beowulf.
Beowulf. Bear off the mark. Question 2. What mythological creature hides their coins in a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow? Oh, that was pretty neck and neck, but I think it was the Greens that got in with that one.
Get out.
Calm down.
take this one. I think
Had
you
enough
know
of you.
it. don't you?
Well,
It's a leprechaun.
yeah, it's a
isn't it?
leprechaun.
It is indeed a leprechaun with their Lucky Charms and all that. Moving on. What is the name of Rick's son in The Walking Dead? The Greens got in with that one.
Yeah, I think it's Carl.
It is indeed
Turtles.
Carl. That was your special subject too, Joey.
I know, he beat
And
me
he
to it.
beat you to the punch. Oh,
Wait till
however,
you've got the whole thing going down.
however you're going to get any points. Here we go. Here's an interesting one. Name the first ever feature-length zombie film. Reds.
White zombie, I think. Maybe.
It was
Maybe.
White Zombie.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't particularly
know
rate
the
your
year?
knowledge.
No.
Do you know the year?
Very
Luckily, you don't have to.
Early.
Here's a Harry Potter themed question. Which 3 animals are a part of a hippogriff? The Greens.
An eagle.
An eagle is 1.
Horse.
A horse is 2.
Hippopotamus.
Yes.
Not
No, we can.
hippo. No. I'll give you 2 points for that. Okay, who can get the third for 1 point? Last up.
A lion.
Not a lion. Anything from the Reds?
Where do you want to go? How about a mythical dragon?
How about a non-mythical goat? Unfortunately. Wasn't that disappointing? Dragons and bears and a goat. Moving on to our next round, the odd one out. I will list 3 people, places or things and you'll need to work out which one does not belong. Zombies and monsters themed, obviously. Fingers on buzzers. Harpy, Manticore, Banshee and Hydra. Anyone? Bar staff.
Manticore.
It is not the Manticore. Reds.
It's got to be the Banshee there, Ash.
It is indeed the Banshee. Do you know why?
I think the others were Greek.
The others were indeed Greek. I don't know how you know all this stuff, but you certainly would survive to the end of a zombie film. You've studied all of the monsters
I really
inside
like
out.
history and stuff like that, so just pretty on the ball with that stuff, you know.
So I can see. All right. Response number... OK, here we go. Question 2. Yeti. Vampire. Yes, bar staff.
Vampire.
It is not the vampire. Yeti, vampire, werewolf. Greens.
I think it might be...
I think it might be... Did you say vampire and it was wrong?
No, I didn't say anything.
We'll just...
Yeti,
We're gonna
vampire, and
go-
werewolf.
I think it was the Yeti.
You think it's a Yeti
think it's a
because
Yeti.
it's not real and the others are real?
Oh, I don't know
I don't
about
know.
that.
What's our reasoning for Yeti?
I
She
think
obviously
it's
reads
the only
Twilight.
one that doesn't transform from a human.
Yes, so it's
Bang
an
on the
animal.
money. Yes, the Yeti is the one that does not transform from a human. We will leave the odd one out round there. We're going to move on to Guess the Movie. You'll be given a description of a film. Buzz in if you know the film. Here we go. An American tourist stirs trouble in London. Yes, the Reds.
Werewolf in Paris. Oh, hang on.
No.
No.
No, no.
I don't know.
I believe the bar staff were next on the buzzer, yes. Were they?
American Werewolf.
You guys are so good.
An American Werewolf in?
London.
In London, yes.
Yes.
Funny. I'm surprised you got Paris out of there. Here's an interesting one.
Spend the sequel.
A man has trouble with his neighbours who stay up all night. A man who believes he's the only person left, but he has trouble with unexpected guests at night time.
Movie, TV show.
Movie, yes.
Movie? Okay, yeah.
Buzz?
We know it.
It
He
is...
thinks he's the only one left.
You buzzed in.
I thought you had it.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Okay, does it have Will Smith?
It could do, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
It
Go.
does?
It does.
It does.
Oh, the scariest thing is the clock, isn't it? I'm going to have
Yes.
to throw it over to the other team.
No. And the dog's dead. Wow.
Oh,
What is
Reg,
it?
Reg.
Oh, God.
No, you go,
Take
Brooke.
it,
Brooke.
take it.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. Oh, it was
handed it to you.
painstaking.
On a
Yes, it
platter.
was on a platter, wasn't it?
Smith.
We're going to have to go with a score check after that one, after heartbreakingly taking those final points away from the green team. You are still in the lead, though. You're on 5 points. The Reds are on 4, and the bar staff over there are on blue. Are on 1. Excuse me. This is eating through to my brain, obviously. We'll be back after the break with more Friday Night Drinks, but first, the question to you guys at home, who plays the character Jacob Black in the Twilight Saga? I know you're a Twilight fan, but please stay off the buzzer. Don't. All right, we'll see you soon. Don't go anywhere. Just realised I think I cut myself shaving. Welcome back to Friday Night Drinks. Now, before the break, I asked you, who portrays Jacob Black in the Twilight films? The answer is Taylor Lautner. That's right, the man who is topless almost as frequently as our barman, Matt. Let's check the scores. The green team are on 5 points, the red team are on 4, and the blue team... Oh, on 1 point. It's all right. It's all right. The buzzer is still working. Now, it's time for the Just 2 Seconds round. In this game, I will play you 2 seconds of a song, which you then have to guess. Songs tonight are, of course, based on our Zombies and Monsters theme. They'll include songs about zombies and monsters. I will give you a heads up. They are a bit tricky tonight. So, keep your thinking caps on. Here we go. Here's the first one.
It was a graveyard smash.
Any second now.
Can we have that one more time, Ashley McPherson?
We certainly could, Stephanie Evison Williams.
It was a graveyard smash.
Yes, bar staff.
We did the mash.
We did the Monster
Monster
Mash.
Mash.
Excellent, very good. Points for the bar staff. Here's the next one. We're going to have to give you... Yeah, we'll give it to you again. Give it again. Nobody knows that one. That one was actually Furry Happy Monsters by R.E.M. A bit of an obscure one. Yes, I told you they were a bit tricky. See how you go with this one. One more time.
Eating purple people and that story.
Oh. Yes, the bar staff.
The one-eyed, longhorn, flying purple people eater.
Purple people eater would have done just fine. The bar staff are making a bit of a comeback.
Yep.
Let's go with another, see if they can keep it going.
Yo, with your baby.
Oh, yes, the greens are buzzed.
I don't know it. Pass.
Chris, that's all right. Don't want to give it a crack? No, I'll open it up. That's all right.
Thriller.
Reds.
Can we hear it one more time?
We can hear it one more time, yes.
Excellent.
Yo, with your baby.
I know this.
That's all right. Nobody wants to give that one a crack? He does?
Ghostbusters.
It's not Ghostbusters. No, it's not. He's back, the man behind the mask by Alice Cooper, perhaps the scariest looking man on the planet. Shall we have another?
As more red than the devil is.
Reds.
Kanye West.
Kanye West. And what's the name of the song?
As more red than the devil is, and I'm about to take it to another level, bitch.
Here's a big clue. What's the name of the theme tonight?
Yeah, Monsters. It's got...
That'll do. Monster.
Nicki Minaj, you know, Rick Ross.
It certainly does. Just 1 point, though. Stop showing off. Moving on. Next one. Greens.
Yes.
Greens.
Alanis Morissette in your hand? In your head?
It was neither of those things, and the bar staff were next, to be fair.
Zombie.
Zombie, yes, by the Cranberries, unfortunately, not Alanis Morissette.
Where the hell did you get that one from?
It sounded like in your head.
Well, it wasn't Thriller, you know. She had nothing to resort to. Let's have another song.
GG.
Oh, let's just get into that. Let's have it again. Oh, it's finished again. No, nobody wants that one?
No.
Pass.
Okay, that one was Dawn of the Dead by Does It Offend You? We're going to have to end the songs there because they're getting a bit too tricky. We're moving on to, normally we do Who Am I now, but we're going to insert the Finish the Lyric game. The Finish the Lyric game is one of my favourites, so we thought we'd bring it back. Now, let's stick to this music theme. Finish the lyric. The children of the night... ... The children of the night... ... Making zombie symbols, I don't know if that makes the lyrics come to your head any more effectively. Oh, does anyone want to give that
I
one?
feel like this is a Backstreet Boys song.
Oh, Stephanie.
Am I just very incorrect? Is it Thriller?
What sweet music they make is the next lyric, and the song is Dracula. It's from Dracula. Okay, here's an interesting one. He did the mash, he did the monster mash.
It was a
It was a graveyard.
It was a graveyard smash. That one song could get you enough points to steal the game tonight.
We're making a comeback, guys. We're winning this. We're taking out the big glass thing.
Taking out the glass because you need plenty of glassware behind the bar. Now it's time to move on to Who Am I, which just for once we're going to do it a little bit differently. It's called What Am I? Rather than Who Am I, What Am I? Here we go. Starting with 8 points. My origins come from Africa and the voodoo religion. Bar staff.
Zombie.
No,
Indeed it.
Sorry? A voodoo doll.
I will give it because you said zombie, which was your first answer, so I'm going to give it to you. It is in fact zombie.
You trying to confuse me. Of course it was zombie.
Of course it was. Having one too many brain hemorrhages. The drink. What am I? All right. Scores are probably pretty level now. For 8 points, my origin is hard to point out other than I am originally from Europe. Greens?
Vampire.
Not the vampire. I'm going to throw it. The bar staff, you going to have another crack?
It's either well, you've said the vampire, so it's not that. I'm going to go with the werewolf.
His powers of logic are amazing.
Go with the werewolf.
Which one are you going with the werewolf? It is the werewolf. Amazing. Oh, he gets smarter with a few brain hemorrhages. The werewolf, I am very hard to kill, but silver and fire seem to work. Moving on to the next what am I? Okay, greens and reds, see if you can sneak a couple of points back. For 8 points, I am the flesh-eating undead, but you can't catch my curse. Yes? The reds.
A mummy. A mummy?
A mummy. You really do know the creatures of the night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask the flesh-eating
am a
undead.
creature of
How did you narrow it down to the mummy from the flesh-eating undead?
Well, how many flesh-eating undeads are there? Like, gnawing flesh. There's not.
Is that a mummy trait? I didn't know it was.
I mean, like we've already had
vampire.
And we haven't had vampires yet, have we? We've had werewolf and we've had a zombie. So vampires bite. I don't say
they flesh eat.
I don't think they flesh eat.
I don't know if mummies flesh eat.
They sparkle, and women swoon around them. Apparently.
Yeah, you're looking more and more attractive to me.
Really? I don't know if that should be a compliment for me now or a horrific insult for every other week that I've ever been on this show.
Whatever you choose.
Whatever. Oh, I'll choose to... Let's go with the good one. All right. One final what am I? I guess you could say I'm the sexiest kind of monster. Greens.
Robert Pattinson.
Ashley. What? Yeah.
Robert Pattinson. What am I? If you're going with Robert Pattinson?
A vampire.
A vampire, indeed. Yes. If in doubt, choose vampire. It didn't work before, but it certainly did that time. Twilight, don't mention them to me. All right, let's update the scores after that round. Let's have a look at the bottom of the screen. Oh, it's neck and neck between the greens and the reds, both on 13. The unluckiest number. Spooky.
Oh, that is spooky.
It's meant to be. And the bar staff are on 18 points at the moment.
You know it.
Handling it all because of knowing a bit of Monster Mash.
That's better.
Right. So we're going to go to another commercial break. It's very, very interesting. When we come back, it's our team's last chance to catch up to the bar team. We'll be right back.
Have another brain hemorrhage now?
Yes, you can.
Boo. Welcome back to Friday Night Drinks, our Zombies and Monsters themed show. It's time to get a little bit of a recap of the scores because it's neck and neck. It's our most thrilling race to the finish yet. It's 13 points to each of the green and the red teams, and the bar staff are on 18. Now, before we go any further, I must congratulate Joey because, yes, you've made it further than the halfway point without getting killed, like you said you probably would at the start.
I have too. Very good. Very good.
Let's just hope that nothing happens. You know, don't wander under any pieces of equipment that look loose or anything, and don't you attack him if he takes the points at the end. All right, it's time to get into our final rounds, the last chance for you guys to assert your dominance and to win the coveted martini glass. Let's get ready for true or false. True or false? The non-featured zombie extras in Shaun of the Dead were paid £1 per day. Reds.
It's going to be false.
It was not false. It was in fact true. It was in respect. Yes, it was in respect of George A. Romero, who paid his zombie extras $1 for Dawn of the Dead and for Day of the Dead. So that was a little bit of an homage to him. Next one. True or false? The Pixar short "Mike's New Car" was the first short to use vocal performances. Bar staff.
True.
It was indeed true. It was originally a scene in Monsters, Inc., but it was cut and turned into a short. I'm a fountain of knowledge tonight. True or false? In Dawn of the Dead, the term zombie is only used once. At Greens.
I believe that's true.
I have to agree.
I think so. It's actually...
They refer to them as the dead, or the living dead, or the walking dead, or they're dead.
You're half right, but it was actually false because it was never mentioned at all. So the answer was 0 rather than 1. Oh, but your heart was in the right place.
Well, it was, wasn't it?
It was like denying you the points for I Am Legend. It just,
I know.
Oh, it rips my heart out. True or false? Not really.
Thank you for caring.
Anytime. The TV series The Walking Dead was based on a comic series of the same name. That was the bar staff over there.
True.
Yes, it's true. Black and white comic book with 111 issues.
Yeah.
Darn straight. True or false? The 1941 horror film The Wolfman was the first Universal Pictures film featuring a werewolf. That was the Greens.
I don't know, I was just going to guess.
Let's go with false.
Let's go with false?
Yes.
It was false. Okay, you made your point back. Yes, The Wolfman was the second film. The first one was called Werewolf of London. True or false? In Norse mythology, trolls are said to be extremely old, very strong, but dim-witted types of beings. Reds.
True.
Unfortunately, that one's false. This is actually Scandinavian folklore. In Norse mythology, trolls are settled in isolated mountains and caves and are never helpful or friendly.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
I can't claim to have known that. That was written here. Here's an interesting one. The 2002 horror film Resident Evil was based on the novel The Umbrella Conspiracy. Bar staff.
I'm going to say that's true.
It was actually false. Resident Evil was based on a video game.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It was indeed,
Yes.
and I played it many a night. You were too busy working on the bar, that's what it was. 2 Jane Austen novels.
1006, 1007.
It's a deep burn. It's boring, but it's part of my life. 2 Jane Austen novels were mashed up with monsters, yes?
True.
That one is true, because the Pride and Prejudice and Zombies trilogy and the Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters trilogy were the mashups that were created. Isn't that weird what people do when they've got spare time?
Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
Like this show.
Careful. You just hurt my self-esteem. True or false? Milton the Monster is a 60s animated cartoon featuring a Frankenstein-looking monster that is cruel and likes to play pranks on kids.
That's true.
It's actually false.
What?
Milton is very good-natured and kind, and he likes to do good things.
No. Milton.
That was also...
Declare shenanigans on that one.
Declare shenanigans all you will, but it is time for our lightning round. And remember, this one could go any way, so remember to be lightning quick on the reflexes. Here we go. Name the Mel Brooks parody of various film adaptations to Frankenstein. Reds, yes, I saw you do it, even if I didn't hear it.
Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein is correct. Very good. The Reds get a point back. What is the weapon used to finally extinguish and freeze the blob?
This is
Greens.
This is Ghostbusters.
No, I think it might be the blob.
Yes, it is the blob. He's onto something there.
Is it
Thriller.
that stuff? The liquid that freezes stuff.
Nitrogen hydroxide, hydrogen oxide.
Your heart's in the right
nitrogen.
place, and you have read your chemistry
Oxygen,
textbook,
nitrogen.
but no, Blues.
That would be liquid nitrogen.
No, it's not liquid nitrogen. The Reds want to have a crack.
Fire extinguisher.
It was a fire extinguisher, correct. Which blockbuster adventure film stars Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz, who explore the fictional city? Yes?
The Mummy.
Yeah.
It is indeed The Mummy. I also would have accepted The Mummy Returns. Which monster is referred to as the king of monsters? The Blues.
The king of monsters.
King of monsters, yes.
Is what's his name?
Time.
That's not what I'm asking you.
The Dracula.
It's not Dracula. I would have called time on you anyway. Greens?
I just felt like they were having too long with it.
That's what I thought too.
They were indeed.
Did they say Dracula?
No.
They did. They were wrong.
Okay, well then we don't say that. We say
Good move.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Not Frankenstein either. Godzilla. It was Godzilla.
Oh, yes.
It was indeed. Absolutely, the undisputed king. Which Steven Spielberg film revolves around a wildlife park? Greens?
Jurassic Park.
Correct. I also would have accepted Michael Jackson's Thriller. Who is not really. Who is responsible for the voice of Shrek? Oh, that was close, but I think the Barry's got it.
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers, indeed. Okay, last one. Think this is going to be quick. Which film is known for the catchphrase, "Who are you going to call"? Oh, that was borderline, but I think it was the Greens. Could be for the win.
Ghostbusters.
Absolutely, it was the Ghostbusters. No, dusting it off with a correct answer. Now, finally, we're going to have a score check, I think, because I really don't know who's won. Oh, the bar staff have won it tonight on 22 points. Oh, if you toil away at the bar, you're eventually going to reap the rewards. The Greenies came second and the Reds third. Congratulations. How does it feel, the Barries?
Feels good. Feels good.
I feel so fantastic right now.
Veronica.
I'm gonna have to celebrate with shots out of someone's belly button later on.
Oh, Veronica, would you like to come and claim your prize?
Love to.
Fantastic, and add that to your glassware over there. In the meantime, we're going to have to thank our special guests, Chris Wurm and Brooke Davies. Thank you for all the knowledge you contributed tonight. Special thanks to Matthew and Veronica over at the bar, not only for making the drinks, but also for having the brains to win tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you indeed. And our captains, Stephanie Evison Williams and Joey Philpott. Thanks for joining us on Friday Night Drinks. Remember to have a look at our Facebook page, facebook.com/Friday Night Drinks TV. Twitter is FND_TV. YouTube is youtube.com/Friday Night Drinks TV. Get up from the television and go to the computer. Why go and do exercise? Just sit down again. My name is Ashley McPherson. Join us again next week for our quiz-themed TV families. See you for drinks next week. Ta-ta. Rawr.